What is going on, everyone? I'm here in the Dominican Republic in Punta Cana. And no, I am not on an all-inclusive resort. I'm in the town Punta Cana. I'm here with my girlfriend. Baby, ¿tú quieres decir hola?
Hola.
This is my girlfriend, Almiris. I'm gonna get her to do a full introduction in my next video, in our next video here coming up. But really, why am I doing a video in Punta Cana? Well, because a lot of people have this idea that Punta Cana, when you're not on the resort, is dangerous, or you shouldn't do it because it's not safe for tourists and everything. What I will tell you guys, after being in 6 different Latin countries, Punta Cana is the place where they look out for tourists the most. And now the downside about all Latin America, if you watch any of my videos, is the insane amount of road noise. No matter where you are in Latin America, there is an insane amount of road noise. For anyone who has ever gone to an all-inclusive resort in the Dominican Republic, because they're very popular, I've been to 3. I've been to the Barcelona Bavaro, I've been to the Grand Palladium, and I've been to the, what's the big one? Bahia Principe. And I will tell you, and I was in my 20s during all of that, but I will tell you that the best parts of this country are when you're not in an all-inclusive resort. I'm just telling you that right now. And how are things off the resort? Well, it's really safe. It's safer than all the Latin countries that I've been in so far. After coming from Colombia, I feel like absolutely no pressure to walk around with my cell, no pressure whatsoever. As a matter of fact, many of the locals here say they actually protect tourists. They look out for tourists. Now, I will say that the normal, like, trying to charge tourists more thing and having to haggle your prices, that still happens here very, very, very much so. But in terms of safety, they want to protect tourists. They don't want tourists to be scared of coming to Punta Cana because of risk of getting hurt or getting robbed. They don't want that reputation. They protect it because they realize the sort of ecosystem with their jobs, with their lives, that happens as a result of, well, tourists being here. So yeah, is it super touristy? Yes, Punta Cana is super touristy. Now I'm going to give you some other pointers on the actual town itself, but for now, let's take a little walk through. Take a look at this friggin' pineapple. I just picked this up here at Mango Cafe. You can get coffee and other stuff here, but I saw they had fresh fruit and I just had to get this. We always have road noise here, guys. Like I said that 7 times already in this video. But this pineapple was $4 US. It's a heavy, big pineapple. We are in downtown Punta Cana, so this is, you know, going to be a little bit higher for touristy prices. You can go to the supermarket called Jumbo or Jumbo if you're in Latin America, and they have cheaper prices. But for local, something this ripe, look at that. It looks like it literally was a painted piece of art. It's absolutely incredible. So if you're curious about general prices in Punta Cana when you're not on the resort, the prices are going to vary. You can go for some really high-end dinners, and you can go for some hole-in-the-wall places that are very, very economical. But overall, the price is what you guys are looking at. You're going to start anywhere around the $8 to $10 mark USD for a basic meal, and then it really goes up from there. So whatever type of food you're looking for in terms of price range, you can find it. The most common types of restaurants here are pizza, Mexican, and Dominican food. There's not a lot of variety here off the resort in Punta Cana, so if you're really looking for a lot of variety, if you're looking for Asian food, it's probably not the place. So yeah, pizza, Dominican food, and Mexican food, a lot of it, okay? But yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at for prices and stuff, but let's get it. So another common question that people have is transportation, Ubers, taxis, how does that work around here? Well, overall in general, Uber works great in Punta Cana. I cannot speak, there's some areas like when I was in Cabarete, Uber wasn't as good in Cabarete, but in Punta Cana it definitely is better. Now what I am gonna say is that you are gonna pay more for Ubers and taxis here in Punta Cana than in comparison to Santiago or Santo Domingo, which are the other big cities that I've been in here. You're gonna pay way, 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 way more. But if you're not really working on a super economical budget, you should be fine. It's not like, I'm Canadian and a 10-minute Uber ride in Canada is $20. It's gonna be 6 to 8 here, so Canadian. In the grand scheme of things, it's still a great price. All right, guys, we are on the famous Bavaro beach here in Punta Cana. That is, I think there are different parts and they name different parts locally here, but in general, as tourists, this is referred to as the Bavaro beach. We've been here a few times to relax. As you can see, it's white sand. It is super powdery. Whoops, sorry, baby. It is super powdery white sand. The water temperature is warm all year around. As you can see, it's pretty turquoise. Now, if you look out there right now, you might see some darker parts. Well, what's going on right now in Dominican Republic, as it is in many parts of the Caribbean, is that there is the seaweed, that sargassum that is kind of infiltrating and kind of, it's really bad in Mexico, but this part here is a public part of the beach. So when you're not in an all-inclusive resort, you're kind of left to finding these public parts of the beach, and they are gorgeous, but they're not as well maintained as the parts of the beach that belong to the all-inclusive hotels. So there is a little bit more seaweed here on the beach, but regardless, guys, how freaking gorgeous is this? You can walk on this for miles. It goes up the whole coastline. One of my favorite things about this beach, if you guys can see, it has tall and short palm trees that run the entire length of the beach right down. Right close here is the Secrets and what's the other one? There's a Secrets resort. I think it's Sandals. But anyway, there's a couple of those. There's the Melia. There is a whole bunch of all-inclusive resorts here. But yeah, what do you guys think of the beach? Arguably, this is one of the best beaches in Dominican Republic, if not in all of the Caribbean. Beautiful, beautiful white sand beach that goes forever, turquoise waters. What more can you ask for? So I think the big question that many people have, should I consider staying in an Airbnb or a vacation rental instead of staying in a 5-star hotel? Well, that really depends on what you want. If you're looking just literally to lounge on the beach, you don't want to cook, you want to go to restaurants, you want to dress up, you want to drink, the all-inclusive is what you want. But if you want more of a local experience, if you want to cook for yourself like we do, if you want to go to the gym or go for walks like we do, if you want to explore and go to local restaurants like we do, then you definitely want to consider staying off the resort. Now, the other question with that is, can you just explore at your own will? I mean, when you're in another country, especially in Latin America, you do have to understand that you're in another country, so you have to kind of have a good head on your shoulders, but it's really safe here. Like, you can walk at nighttime. I don't recommend walking solo at nighttime still, but I would in this town because it just feels so safe. But we walk in nighttime as a couple all the time, and so walking in nighttime, there's a ton of tourists here that will walk at nighttime to go to dinner and to do all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of tourists out here, even in the town, in this small town, during the day and the night. So yeah, 100% go ahead and do it. So we're on the way to the gym now. We made lunch in our own apartment. We had ground turkey, we had some other stuff, but we're on the way to the gym now. Now I'm gonna let you guys know if you're a fitness nomad or if you're a person that likes to work out and you're not gonna stay on a resort that has their own hotel gyms, usually aren't that great, by the way, but in town here, this is kind of shocking. In walking distance, there is only one gym that's usable. And the problem with this one gym that's usable is it's not very big and it doesn't have great equipment. If you're a hardcore lifter, or if you're hardcore into training, you probably won't find everything that you need at this gym, unfortunately. And the downside is they don't have AC. Now, in comparison to Santa Marta, Colombia, where we just were, which didn't have AC, this is so much more livable because Santa Marta was 40 degrees and it felt like a greenhouse. And here is like 27 to 30 degrees and it's in the shade and feels better. So I'm gonna show you guys some clips of our workout. And then a little bit later, I'm gonna show you our apartment, give you a little apartment tour here in Punta Cana. Let's get it. Lots of new construction happening right now in Punta Cana, guys. Lots of new construction. This place is booming. Cable rows are an amazing exercise that are great for all fitness levels. Now, I want you guys to pay special attention to one thing here. It's my tempo, which is my speed. Most people in the gym are going way too fast on their reps. Slow it down, control it, and you're gonna get better results that way. Now on to pull-ups, a super challenging exercise. The biggest mistake that people make is not going full range of motion and not going all the way to the bottom, to the dead hang position. So if you look at me here, I go right to the bottom before I pull myself up again. That's the way. All right, guys, this is our apartment here in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. So I'm gonna give you guys a little walkthrough of this right now. Let's get it. All right, guys, so this is as you come in the door here. This is the spot here. This is a 1-bedroom apartment. So if I can show you guys right here, this is obviously the living room. There is a small TV. We literally don't use TVs. I don't think we've turned one on in, well, I don't know. But yeah, there's a small TV. There is Wi-Fi here. The Wi-Fi is fairly good. It's not the best, but it's fairly good. Coach, some cool Dominican artwork. We have air conditioner that works excellent here. Then as you can see here, guys, there is a balcony. I'm gonna show you guys right now. There's a door on each side. And yes, there actually is a mosquito screen too on this side. So if you wanna open the door and have just a screen open, you have that option. So here we have the little table with a couple chairs. They do provide beach chairs and stuff here too, as well. And over here, some drying racks and a pool noodle. So I'll show you guys the compound here. How's it going? Very good, thank you. Saying what's up to some neighbors here. So this is a super chill complex. You guys can see here, most of the units have balconies. We have the pool here. Beside the pool, there are bathrooms and a little area to eat. There is a fridge there, but there's not a barbecue. I wish there was a barbecue, but I really can't complain because it's so well kept in here. I think there's probably, in total, there's probably 6 buildings in this little complex. So as you guys can see, it's very well landscaped. Like I said, it's so peaceful and so quiet, and it's an incredible little spot. We're moving on to the kitchen now. So as you guys see over here, normal dining room table. Every single dining room table, if we don't have a second room, the dining room table becomes my honorary desk. Sometimes my girlfriend works at the desk too, but I have my little desk set up here. Obviously, I'm a nomadic fitness trainer. If I haven't told you yet, I'm a nomadic fitness trainer. So I need my laptop, I need my phone, I do content, I do calls with my clients, I do programs, and I do a ton of other stuff, ads, social media, marketing, ignore the dishes, but over here we have a decent sized fridge, really old blender and microwave, but they work well. The coffee maker works decent. We got a decent amount of space in here, nice big window if you want to get the fresh, the sun coming in, and double sink, which is something you'll almost never find in other parts of Latin America. Like I said, this is more of a, Dominican Republic is more North American. As well, as you can see here, there is an oven. We actually have an oven and it works. We actually made pork roast in that. And then flat top stove, ventilator, really good. Big mirror here, you can see me. Okay, to the left here, we have the bathroom. And there is a combination washer dryer here, a lot of storage for stuff here, another big window, toilet, and yes, there actually is a bidet. Now, we haven't been using the bidet. We actually prefer our, what are those things called? Moist, baby wipes. Sink here, and a big shower, and the shower does have hot water. That's something that is not all over Latin America. It is more common in Dominican Republic than it is in the rest of Latin America. Every time I come here, they have it. Last but not least, we have the bedroom, and my girlfriend's in here, and we have a king bed, as you guys can see. This bed is so comfortable. It's really, really comfortable. They give you extra blankets, extra pillows. And then over here to the left, we have the closet. And it's a small walk-in closet, but it works. We are back from our walk and the gym, guys. The gym was so sweaty. There's no air conditioning in the gym here. If I'm to give my little wrap up on Punta Cana, just for context, I went 3 times in my 20s with all-inclusive resorts. And this was my first time off the resort. The pros of this place is there's lots of restaurants, it's easy to get around, and there's tons of excursions. If you just want to lay on the beach and do excursions, go to restaurants and drink, this is going to be a great location for you. If you're looking for something really unique and cultural and to have its own personality, Punta Cana doesn't really have that. As a matter of fact, the name Punta Cana is sort of like the name they give to this area for tourists. It's not actually the name of the whole area. I can see Punta Cana as being a better place. You can walk around, but I think it's a better place if you have a rental vehicle, if you're off the resort. So overall, I give Punta Cana a good score. If you're a digital nomad, probably isn't the best place. If you're coming for a vacation, 100% I recommend this place. And yeah, this is a week here, so by the way, guys, if you have gotten this far listening to me blab, by the way, hit that subscribe button. If you have questions or comments to do with Punta Cana or anywhere in Dominican Republic, I've been to 6 different places in the Dominican Republic, comment those questions down below. And last but not least, hit that like to tell YouTube that even though I'm a new creator, I'm a good creator. And I appreciate you guys. We'll see you soon.